senior Becca Ruckes has developed into one of the top post players in the GSC. But to know Becca, it's much more about what she's accomplished off the court to get to that point.
Both of my parents are deceased, and it's based on their lifestyle choices. And I didn't want to leave behind my sisters and stuff just because I was making bad choices myself. I had a lot of body issues. I got sick a lot, had bad knees, and I really had to change the way I ate, change the way I thought. I had to exercise a little bit more so I could be a healthier person, not only for me, but for my team, for my family.
Faced with the tragedy of losing both of their parents, Ruckes' two younger sisters, Caitlin and Dakota, looked towards their older sister to lead the family.
You can say I became a mama really early because I have a 9-year-old sister, and she really looks up to me a lot. It was tough, and you can't, like, when things like that happen, you can't show emotion. You have to be the strong one. You have to carry people on your back, be their shoulder, and sometimes it's hard because you really want to break down and do the same, but I guess it's just made me a little bit stronger.
As strong as she is, Ruckes has always leaned on one rock. And that rock, time and time again, has been her grandmother, Ada Ruckes.
Oh, Lord. She's been my backbone since day one. The person that puts food on the table, clothes on my back, like, she's always been there. If it wasn't for her, I don't think I would be here right now. Because in those instances where I had to be the strong one, like, she was always back there, like, okay, come on, you got it. She was always pushing me to go, like, the extra mile. None of this seriously would be possible without her. It's scary to think, like, because, you know, most people don't have their grandparents, or like me, they don't have parents. Like, some people don't have anybody. And I'm just grateful that I had her through this whole thing.
She knows that I love her. That's the main thing. I love her very much, and I guess that keeps her going, and she just keeps trying to be better every day.
Not only did Ruckes become stronger, but the bond between the three sisters has strengthened as well.
At first, me and my middle sister, we didn't get along at all. Growing up, it was like, I can't stand you. Like, go to the other side of the room. But now it's like, we talk every day. I don't know, I'm gonna cry. I'm trying not to cry. But I don't know. It's just, I never thought, like, I'd get this bond out of her. Just going through this really brought us closer together.
With the newfound role of mama, Becca quickly learned that it was her time to teach her sisters life lessons.
During the summer, I took a really hard, it wasn't a hard job, but it wasn't something you want to go do, just so I could teach my middle sister, she's 17, like, okay, you need to get a job. Like, I worked in a cat litter factory, so I had dust, like, you know, on the boxes they say 99%, like, no dust. Like, the dust was on me. That's where it went.
Ruckes' resiliency doesn't just stay at home in Ripley, Mississippi. A season ago, she seemed poised for a breakout season, but injuries ended the center's season.
It got to me, really, because I came back, I lost 30 pounds. I was really like, okay, I'm gonna buckle down this season. I'm gonna do things that my coaches want, and start out good. First concussion, I was like, okay, I can get over this, come back. It wasn't really over the first one, and I got another one. I was like, are you serious? Like, this is happening again? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna come back off this one, and then I get another one, and that's it. I got a little depressed because I was like, well, that's one season I didn't really get to do what I wanted to do.
To top it all off, the senior is set to graduate with a degree in athletic training, which requires a heavy course load along with regular hours in Delta State's athletic training room.
I come here, like today, 5:30. I have class from 8 to 12. I get an hour in between that, and I go softball at 1 until 5. When I get out of training, I do my homework and go to sleep. It's no, oh, I'm gonna stay up and watch this TV show. It's, I gotta get some sleep. You could say I'm like 64 with a 21-year-old body. Every day you think, I can't do this no more. It's not worth it. But whenever I go in the training room and all the bonds I've made with all the athletes, like that makes it all the more wild.
Bonds. They're what's gotten Ruckes to where she is today. Whether it's with her sisters, her grandmother, her teammates, and the students in the athletic training room, her bonds are strong, which is why Ada Ruckes refused to miss Becca's senior night, just a day out of surgery.
I wouldn't trade it because it really has made me grow as a person, and I always like to think back to God will never put you in something that you can't handle. He'll never put too much on you. Like, he knows what you got to go through to get to where you need to be, and I think that's what he did with me.